Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to That's Football. It's Manchester City versus Pochettino. It's Pep Guardiola versus PSG. See what I did there? It's Man City versus PSG in the Champions League. That's what it is. Looking forward to this. I was always going to do this game anyway, but there, of course, are, for us Manchester United fans, potential hope that, or not, or fears that Pochettino could become Manchester United manager in the very, very near future, if not in the summer. So we will see what happens with that. But we've got a big game on our hands anyway. It is... Look, the thing is, this game actually has got something on it as well, because, it does have something on it because, I'm trying to need to get my words out. I've just started the stream and I've completely forgotten. It does have something on it because in the context of the group, it's about who's going to finish top. Now, PSG beat Man City in Paris. I would expect Man City to beat them tonight. But I think also, because it's a competitive game, I think even in the wider story of the tournament itself, I think many people would think, well, Messi's at PSG, Neymar's at PSG, Mbappe's at PSG. They've got to be considered. They have to be considered a candidate to win the actual tournament. So Man City want to win it as well. So I think it's very interesting because if you look at the group, Man City have got 9 points, PSG have got 8 points. I mean, technically, Club Brugge, if they were to beat Leipzig, could actually leapfrog both clubs, depending on results. So there's something on it, and there's also something on it in relation to who finishes top of the group, because when you finish top of the group, you do get an easier game when you play top of the group, man. So City are going to win this game, says Emil. Watchalong. It's a Watchalong. That's right. That's a very good... Lan, you're a genius. Watchalong. It is a Watchalong. But I think that it's more than about Pochettino for Manchester United. It actually has got wider connotations, as I said. Let's go through the team news. Ederson in goal for Manchester City. Kyle Walker, Stones, Ruben Diaz and Cancelo. Gundogan, Rodri, Zinchenko plays in the midfield because obviously De Bruyne has got COVID. That's quite interesting playing Zinchenko in the midfield. Mahrez, Bernardo Silva and Sterling. I mean, I find Manchester City a really hard team to watch. I absolutely respect the fact that they're a very good team. They win trophies. I absolutely respect the fact that Pep Guardiola is one of the best managers in the world. But I absolutely hate false nine. I think, you know what it is? It's just I don't like change. I like to see one of the world's best strikers up front in the best teams. And I just think when I look at Man City, they'd be much more pleasing on the eye if instead of Bernardo Silva as a playing a false nine, they did have a Harry Kane, not a Cristiano Ronaldo. You can't have him. Or a Lewandowski or someone like that. I just find it a bit unpalatable with Manchester City, how they don't play with a number 9. But look, I respect it. I understand why it happens. I just don't like it. PSG is Navas, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Tavares. Idrissa Gueye, Herrera and Paredes, and then Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. I mean, I like that front six. I mean, I think it could be better. Verratti is on the bench. Sergio Ramos is on the bench. I mean, their bench is stunning. Ramos, Verratti, Icardi, Di Maria, Danilo, Dagba, Wijnaldum, Diallo, Kerrer, Mbappe. I mean, it's just Donnarumma's on the bench as well instead of Navas. I mean, why is Donnarumma not starting? I don't know. They've just got so many good players. It's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. How good that team is. Tavares Mendes, sorry, it's Mendes at left back. I just read the name. It said Tavares there, so I just read it. BBC always give the full name. So and his name is Tavares Mendes. So the joke is on you. But how do I think this game will go? I mean, I've got to look at it. The balance of the PSG team is more pleasing on the eye to me. So I would say that PSG will win, but that doesn't necessarily help our cause in getting Pochettino. But Di Mario is not a real player. It's Di Maria. Jack Grealish was giving away tickets today because apparently it's a sellout. I don't think it's a sellout. I guarantee you it's not a sellout. I guarantee you could walk up there and get in if you wanted to, if you had the money. They can't sell out that stadium, even when it's Neymar and co. Apparently Donnarumma's got a bit of an injury, so that's why he's not starting. But an abundance of talent on that PSG bench. The first thing I thought about when I saw that bench, though, is it must be bloody hard to manage a team like that. You know, so many good players. I mean, I say hard. We'd all like to do it. I mean, Man City's bench is not that strong. Aki, Jesus, Stefan, Laporte, Fernandinho, Carson, Palmer, and McAtee. So I don't know how many injuries they've got. I know Bernardo Silva is out. Not Bernardo Silva. I know De Bruyne is out. Grealish is out, and Torres is out. So they're missing 3 of their forwards, and suddenly it looks a little bit, you know, weak, doesn't it? You look at that Man City bench compared to PSG. So I don't know. I think on paper I'd fancy PSG to win this, but we'll see. Ajax last 16 games, 53 goals scored, 5 goals conceded, 1 loss. Ten Hag will take us to the level elite, says Juan. You don't have to compete. You don't have to convince me, Juan. It's Woodward, and they've not spoken to him. Kanishka says, I would prefer Ten Hag or Poch over Poch. Maybe Poch because it can. Oh, sorry, no, he said or Poch. Maybe Poch because it can be done early. Is there any scenario where Carrick and Co ends up being the interim? Because that would be pathetic. Hashtag Team Man City. Yeah, I think some people are thinking if Man City win, no Foden as well. So they're missing a few players. Yeah, they are missing a few players. I actually think PSG are going to win this. Get your score predictions in. I think PSG are going to win. I think they've got the better team and the better bench. So, yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Those tracksuit tops look crap, lads. I think the concept's a good idea, but they don't fit very well. Nah, I'm not up for that. Not up for that. 3-3 says Darren G. And thanks for the super chats that are coming in. Which of the rumoured interims would you take if they would leave in the summer? Says Comas. You know what? That in itself just is why I feel sick about getting an interim, because if they're leaving in the summer, we're just writing off the season anyway. What is the point of an interim that comes in for 7 months and then leaves? You know, there can be no future planning with that. It's just weird to me. But you know, I don't want an interim anyway. I would go, if we had to have an interim, you've got to get somebody who's going to stay at the club. And there's no interim that I'd want to take the job permanently. So I would have to say Ranić and then take him to be in a director of football afterwards. That would be the only scenario that in some way I find appealing. So yeah, but I don't see United doing that. Thanks for the super chat from Joel Morris. He says, "I got a funny feeling Big Sam will come in as interim manager at United." That's from Joel Morris. Thank you very much. Apparently the Etihad is sold out. I can see loads of blue seats. I actually can see a few blue seats. So let's see what it's like at full time. I'm a United fan, but Foden is absolutely incredible. He's also not playing, Wubsy, but there you go. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $ if you want, but more importantly, please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're trying to get to 600k for Christmas, and we are currently on, I think we're on 591. I think we're on. Players are on the pitch anyway. Gundogan is the captain. I'm going to go with PSG to win 3-1. It's a brave move to do that, but I am going to go PSG. I think they've got the stronger 11. And I think they will win. Yeah, we're 500 away from 592,000. So please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. I will let you know what the next watch along is going to be whilst we're waiting for the kickoff, because it will be. I don't know what. Well, I'm not doing any Europa League. That can get in the bin. Bloody Europa League. No way. Friday night. I'm going nowhere. All the lights changing red to green. If you want it, come and get it. West Brom, no, not going to do that. Saturday, Arsenal, Newcastle. That's a boring game. Easy win for Arsenal. Liverpool, Southampton at 3 o'clock. I might do a 3 o'clock on Saturday. Crystal Palace, Villa. Liverpool, Southampton. Brighton, Leeds. I quite fancy Liverpool, Southampton on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. I might do a watch along for that. What are we thinking? I think that's the best game of the weekend, of Saturday. Arsenal, Newcastle's dead rubber. Brighton, Leeds, boring. Norwich, Wolves. Palace, Villa's a bit interesting. Palace, Villa's interesting. I think I might just sort of do a bit of a Palace, Villa, Liverpool, Southampton. Fuse it together. And of course, on Sunday, it's Manchester United versus Chelsea, which we'll be doing on United Stands. Right, we're just about ready to go here. Players take the knee. Do you think that taking the knee is just going to last forever now? I mean, look, the way out of it is that, there's no need to do it. I just, Brendan said he's committed to Leicester. What are your opinions on Leicester City owners? Love the content, Mark, says Alex Brown. Timer's on the screen for you there. Chelsea will dismantle Manchester United, says Callum. That's for Saturday. That's for Sunday. That's for Sunday. So we've kicked off here. I'm going to go with PSG to win 3-1. Be very interested to see how it goes. You keep the noise down, please, or at least close the door. Blimey heck, selfish. I'm hungry as well, and I'm just wondering what's in the microwave. Do you think that this is a test for Poch to see if he's good enough for Manchester United? No. No. I think Manchester United would want Pochettino no matter what, really. But, I mean, I think a lot of people are like, why would Pochettino want to leave a team that's got Messi and Neymar and Mbappe to come to Manchester United? And I think there's two big reasons, really. One, he's allergic to French things. No, that's a joke. One, he doesn't have as much control over recruitment at PSG. It's very much you're the manager, and we've got director of football to do all the recruitment. So, at Spurs and at United, you'd have more of a say in that. So, it's a more encompassing role. And then the second thing would be that it's about, as we said, you look at that bench, you look at that squad, it's ridiculous. So it's hard. And that's not an excuse, but it's a hard job to do as well. And also, the third reason is PSG is a crap job. Like, it's a great job, but it's a crap job. The league is a waste of time. Like, if you're PSG, it's a failure if you don't win the league. You should win the league every year. And it's a failure if you don't win the Champions League, even though you never won it. So the expectations are unrealistic. So we'll see. I mean, I look at Pochettino there. Do I see him as a Man United manager? I would like to think so. We are still waiting to see your setup, says Hamid. Thank you very much for that. And Mark, do you think we will see the youngsters play in our next Champions League match for Man United as we've secured first place in the group? Says Tony. Yeah, you've got to mix it up. I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have to see Lingard and Mata. They're going to have to start as well. Probably Martial. So it'd be nice to see some youngsters. But remember, we've got a massive amount of squad players that, aren't young, that will get game time. Got nothing to do with anything, but can we admire how good of a Rooney has done at Derby? He's continued to prove the odds wrong, says Reverse Clouds. Has he? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing at Derby, to be honest. Is he playing tonight? Tonight. Derby are playing against Fulham, and it's 0-0. Tonight in the Championship. Tell you what, the Championship's hard. If you've been watching my FIFA Career Mode on Twitch, United Stand FC are in the Championship as part of Create Career Mode. It's bloody relentless. It's bloody relentless, I tell you. Derby have lost, have drawn 10 games and lost 5. If they hadn't had the points deduction, they'd still be in 18th place. So, yeah, hard to beat Derby, but they've drawn an amazing amount of games. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. It's a lot of games to draw. Please subscribe, please. Bottom right hand corner. Get involved with the channel. Rooney's apparently doing good. Says Imac. I don't know. I don't follow the championships. I've got no idea really. Mahrez has just won a free kick here. I like Mahrez. Good player. Score prediction, I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 to PSG. Although, I mean, it's a weird one with PSG, isn't it? Do you think the players are thinking we want Zidane? Do you think that they've got a hint that it might be Zidane? Do they not like Poch? The Pochettino PSG relationship to me has never looked safe. Goal! Oh, should have been a goal. Off the line, would have been a Man City goal. Side netting from Mahrez. They want a handball here. PSG are not happy. I think it was Ruben Diaz with the header cleared off the line. Cross to the back post. It was Rodri actually. Gets it over Ruben Neves and Kimpembe is there to clear it. I don't know what Kylian Navas is doing there actually. Should do a lot better. Should do a lot better, he should, you know. He should do a lot better. If you want it, come and get it. Crying out loud. The love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Goya, Goya, Ruben Diaz. Yeah, sorry. Grealish is injured, yes. Foden is injured. Torres is injured. De Bruyne has got COVID. So they're missing 4 players that are, you know, I wouldn't say they're first teamers. It's hard to know what a first teamer is. But it's PSG's first attack here. I mean, what a team PSG have got as well. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe. Ramos is on the bench. Paredes, who I really like. Verratti's on the bench. Idrissa Gueye. Wijnaldum's on the bench. Herrera. Di Maria's on the bench. Messi. Neymar. Mbappe. Icardi's on the bench. You know, just relentless amount of talent that they've got. Six minutes gone. PSG having a little bit of the ball. I'll never stop saying Kimpembe. But you'll never stop me from loving you. Wherever you may go, I will follow you. You'll never stop me from loving you. Yeah, yeah. Who sings that? I quite like that one. Draxler doesn't sing it. Here we go. Man City. Well, nicely brought away there by Idrissa Gueye, and he wins the free kick. It wasn't Whitney Houston, was it? I think it was Whitney Houston, actually. It probably was. You're right. It probably was. Newcastle to get relegated, says Jack White. I hope so. It would be hilarious to see them get relegated when they're owned by the richest people in the world. Get in the Championship. That's what your money can do. They'll be back. They'll get promoted and they'll be back, but it will slow their growth down. It was Sonia. Of course it was Sonia. The little redhead scouser. Feed him. Oh, that was poor. Could have slipped Mbappe in there. Here's Neymar. Messi. You know what? I don't watch a lot of PSG because the French league is a farmers' league. But if you do watch PSG a lot, what's your take on Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar? Because I've only seen them play about 3 times this season. It don't look fluid. It's like a desert. It don't look fluid. I mean, I'm sure it's all smiles and Instagram likes, but they don't look like they play for each other like other front threes play for each other. That might not be because they're trying to be the star. It might just because they just don't work. Sometimes, if you think about the front three at Ronaldo played in with Real Madrid, Benzema's work rate helped Ronaldo massively. It complemented each other. They complemented each other, and that's what I'm trying to say. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, they're all players that actually are better running with the ball than they are, being a creator. Although, Neymar and Messi have definitely got that in their locker. They just don't look like. I think they're a prime example of what Real Madrid used to do. Galactico front three, but is it balanced? Who do you want to win, Mark? Says I don't really know. Mark, if you can't get Poch or Zidane, who would you want for United? Says Steve-O. Also great singing. Thanks, Steve-O. Messi and Mbappe have got great chemistry, but the team overall struggles to play cohesively, says Iram. And here is Messi. Got a bit of time. Has a look. Gives it to Neymar. Nice little ball into Herrera. Back to Neymar. He should have played that first time. Hi, Mark. How are you today? What news are you expecting tomorrow on Poch? And do you think Poch is good for us tactically? Thank you. This is sad. I don't know what news we'll get tomorrow with Poch. I mean, you know, some people would say the most likely thing is it just gets shut down and United are stuck and have to move on to the interim plan. Or it could move really, really quick. I think the next 24, 48 hours are going to be very, very interesting. Quite excited, really. But as with United, you know that could be a letdown. We don't want Steve Bruce. That's a level down from Ollie. So well, that's disappointing. I thought it was going to turn into a song. I thought it was going to be like, we don't want Steve Bruce. He is no use. He comes from Newcastle. And I was going to say he's addicted to the booze, but that's not a nice thing to say. And he isn't. So it's the only thing I could think that rhymes with lose. Booze. And he's going to make us lose. Mark, best Chelsea side of the Abramovich era. This Tuchel side ain't bad, says Andrew C. I didn't expect them to be that good, so just so soon. They're dominant, just shows what a good coach can do. I'm scared. Look, I want United to beat Chelsea, of course I do. But I want Chelsea to win the league. Kalidou Koulibaly. Pockets Firmino and Mane. Kane, Salah and Partey. I can't remember. I can't remember what the words were. Still makes me sad seeing Herrera playing. Know that he wanted to stay for us, says Nick97. Imagine if we had him at the moment in our team. Game changer for us. Yeah, I know. As a fact, I'll put a tweet out and it will do really well. You just reminded me, Nick. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Man City on the break here. Ooh, I love... So that's it. So sad to see Herrera playing in the midfield at this level still, knowing he wanted to... It's so exciting. Let's have a quick look. Cross comes in, cleared away. Just having a look if there's any updates. There's a bit of an update on Zidane not apparently wanting the PSG job. But, what I would say about that is, of course, obviously, PSG would have more time to get a coach in the summer. But if they're not, why would they let Poch go in the summer if they haven't got a replacement? Nuno Mendes is very good. Very good tackle in the box there on Mahrez. I mean, he was a signing. He was the signing from, was it Lisbon, that United always got linked with. And very good player. But... I think Zidane's a weird one because if he's waiting for the French job, which he probably will get, it just shows you what Zidane's all about, really. He's not really a committed manager, is he? He's not really a Pep or a Klopp. He obviously doesn't really give a shit about the day-to-day. Mourinho could have retired 3 or 4 times, couldn't he, Mourinho? And he's always coming back, get sacked by Chelsea, give me the United job, get sacked by United, give me the Spurs job, get sacked by Spurs, yeah, I'll take the Roma job. He just wants to manage, Mourinho. That's what he wants to do. And, you sense that, whilst Klopp and Pep will get burnout and want a bit of a break, they'll always want to come back in. Zidane seems to like to be a bit of a part-time manager. He's good at it, but doesn't seem to want to be involved in the day-to-day thing. La Joya says, is Zidane scared of the Premier League? I think he's probably like Nicholas says, he's picky, He was at Real Madrid, it was going well, sort of saw a few problems and thought, I'm off. There's jobs available for him now. Man United's a massive job. You know what? if there's a decent manager available, Conte wanted that job, and he wanted that job because he could see the potential and he backed himself. Zidane's seen that job and gone, nah, I don't really want it. That just shows you what Zidane is like as a personality. He's not really that obsessed, I think, about coaching. And if he's waiting for the France job, that France job's not coming around until for over a year. The World Cup will be finishing in December, so he won't take that job until a year in January. So he's going to sit around for another year doing nothing. It just shows how committed he is to football management, because he's like, I'll wait for another year. And that French job is a part-time job anyway, isn't it? So you're right. He's a picker and chooser, isn't he? What player would you take from each team that would suit United? Not necessarily the best in Messi, but ones who we need, says Nick97. Good question. I will answer that one. And hi Mark, it would be better if PSG win, because if City win, we could get PSG in the last 16, says the Honest Tiger. The ironic thing about Neymar that gets lost is that he left Barca to get out of Messi's shadow. I wonder if you're really happy that he came to PSG, says Alligator. And what player would you take from each team? We'll do that one in a moment. And if Herrera was still at United, would he be the player CDM role or the box-to-box Pogba role? I think he could play the holding role, Ahmed. Yeah, but to be fair, Herrera worked best at United with a holding midfielder next to him, like a Matic. When Oli first came in, that midfield three of Matic, Herrera, and Pogba was fantastic. Herrera never should have been allowed to go. Really good player, Herrera. Nice ball out to Nuno here. He's offside there. Neymar's offside. He's offside. Which player would it take from each team? Which player would you take from each team? Leipzig are winning 2-0, by the way, against Club Brugge. So any result will put these through at the moment. Mark, is it true UEFA abolished the away goal rule in the knockout stages? It is true, Reverse Clouds. Now, which player would it take from both teams? Well, I've got to look in the midfield, haven't I, really? I don't really need any Man City attackers. We've got loads of attackers, so I don't want a Man City attacker. I mean, look, you could say get Cancelo and play him at right back. You could do that. You could also get Ruben Diaz and play him with Varane and drop Maguire. But more importantly, you'd probably say get me Rodri and to run the midfield. So probably take Rodri from Man City. Lovely play by Man City here. If they score here, it would have been a great goal. Man City nearly scored a bloody brilliant goal there. Lovely combinations between Mahrez and Bernardo Silva. And he shoots it over he's going in the top corner. And it's Hakimi who just does a backward header to stop it going in. Absolutely delightful play by Manchester City and brilliant defending by Hakimi. Hakimi and Rodri for me, says Nick. And hi Mark, would you take a new manager of your choice now or keep Carrick in charge for 2 more years, but the Glazers leave at the end of it? I'm torn. I can't put up with Carrick for 2 more days, let alone 2 more years, mate. So from PSG, who would I take? I think I'd agree with that. I think I'd take Rodri and Hakimi. Yeah, that would improve Manchester United a lot. Although, to be honest with you, the way Maguire's playing at the moment, I might be tempted to take Rodri and one of the PSG centre-backs. It's amazing, though, isn't it? I haven't said Messi or Neymar or Mbappe, because I don't necessarily think we need that sort of thing at Manchester United. Man United are desperate for a holding midfielder. Goldbridge in his PJ bottoms. Goldbridge in his PJ bottoms. Just makes it quicker when I go to bed. It's because I had a nice bath before. Nice bath with some molten brown, spiced pepper, bubble bath. Nice little ball there. Man City have actually done well, which is what you'd expect, but I still think PSG got the better team. Cold Dish says, even though it is not part of the question, dream CDM choice, Mark, would be Kimmich or Goretzka. Yeah, Kimmich. Thoughts about Real Savante on Twitter, says Q. The way I would answer that is I don't believe In fact, I know there is no such thing as a perfect sauce. I think a lovely little flicked header by Bernardo Silva. It goes wide. No, sorry, Gundogan. I think everybody is searching for the perfect sauce. And I don't think there is one. So, whilst that person you're talking about might get some things right, I don't believe there is 100%, really. And look, lovely cross again. Man City are putting some lovely crosses in today. I like Romano. Obviously, I do shows with Romano. I really like him. But I was thinking about about Romano the other day, and in no way is this a negative, but I do think he's changed in the last 2 years. I mean, I remember Romano 3 or 4 years ago, and it just felt like he was an Italian journalist who had great sources. He's now become, fair play to him, but he's now become like he's like a half journalist, half influencer, isn't he? He's like a celebrity journalist, and I think with that he can't afford to get anything wrong. So, is he the most? With Romano, I always felt like he was breaking stories that other people didn't get. I think now it's a bit different. I mean, look, he still gets good information, but he's become, he's become a victim of his own success. He's become a celebrity journalist, and it fused with influencer, I suppose, as well. I don't think he's overrated. I just think he's in a position where it's like the journey to success, isn't it? Sometimes the journey, the way up there, is more interesting than when you actually get there. And I think Romano was at his peak as a source probably 3 years ago. You look at the Man United managerial situation. He's not really tapped in the way even Ollie's sacking. He wasn't massively quick on that. I think he got the news about it quite quick, but it was out an hour before. Been bugging me for ages, but just realised who Pep's reminded me of. Chris Harris off Top Gear, says Daniel. And Mark, if your back is bothering you in terms of getting stiff, get a D-shaped roll which you can strap around your chair. Helps me a lot, says Ewan. Thanks, mate. The thing about That's Football Watchalongs is we can bring all sorts of things into the conversation. Armpit says that Zinchenko is so bad. Sorry, not Armpit. Arpit. Arpit says Zinchenko is so bad. And do we really want Poch if he doesn't beat City with the squad he has? Oh, you know what, Steg? I can't live in that world. It's like Chelsea beat Leicester, so we don't want Rodgers. I suppose it's the modern football fan, isn't it? They're so used to FIFA. Here's a breakaway for PSG. Hakimi goes wide to Neymar. Neymar's having a bad game. Neymar just doesn't play the simple pass. Remember when Mark wore a suit for FIFA Career? Charlie, that suit's going to come back, but it's going to be for United Stand FC. United Stand FC is what the real FIFA Career Mode's all about, because it matters. The Thunderdome is the most intimidating football ground in history. If you know, you know. That the suit's coming back. Imagine how it's going to how big it's going to be when United Stand FC plays its first cup final and Goldbridge scores. Imagine it. The journey, the United Stand FC journey, is going to be the most epic FIFA Career Mode ever. All right, we're battling it out in the Championship at the moment, and it's a bit of a grind. We're having to battle out, but we're going to get there. Part 4's out tomorrow. Highlights. The Thunderdome. I always sing the Thunderdome as a farmer. Oh, we're going down to Thunderdome at the weekend to watch a bit of United Stand FC. Oh, I hope Goldbridge bangs one in. Oh, me and Daisy love it. Don't we, Daisy? Mrrr. I don't know how my brain works. I don't know how it works. The Thunderdome is the place where kings are built, says Smazzy. The Thunderdome. See, I'm trying to do a posh voice now. The Thunderdome. I've done it again. The Thunderdome. Dome. Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. Mark, who is the player from Man United Academy that you would be great player, but thought would be a great player, but wasn't, says Victor? I really thought Andreas Pereira was going to be good. Justice for Guest on United Stand FC's crap, JJ. I've got to sell him. Got to sell him, he's crap. And Proctor. He's a big game Charlie. Big time Charlie now, Proctor. Playing in the Championship. He's been called up for England. He's not even the best English player we've got. Goldbridge is. But I wonder what nationality Nielsen is, because he's bloody good as well. Anyway, we're getting too much into that. If you want to get involved in United Stand FC Career Mode, it's amazing. And highlights are on this channel, or you can watch it live every afternoon at about 3 on Goldbridge TV on Twitch. Just follow me on at Mark Goldbridge. You'll see the link when it goes out. Here's Messi from the midfield. He's got to go wide. He does go wide. Hakimi's got it wide on the right. Slips it in. No, he doesn't. Gets it back. Messi's free. Oh, two bites of the cherry there. He missed both times. Next episode's up tomorrow, Blaze. You won't know what the bass to that song is. It's just the bass line. I'm just doing the bass line repetitively. Shot straight at the keeper from Mendes. It actually is the Thunderdome by Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. We don't need another way home. The Thunderdome. I've done it again. Been to a few Blues games. Chong is very good, Mark, says Alex. He's also injured now. Yeah, I feel bad about T. Heath Chong. He's probably another one I thought was going to be really good. He got an injury on his knee at about 18 and it kept him out for basically a year. And I always say this with young players. You get a young player coming through, they can have all the potential in the world, but they need luck not to get injured. Because if you lose a year when you're like between the age of 17 and 21, it can be massive. And I think with Tahith Chong, that's been a big problem. Zinchenko blocked. Cut back from Sterling. He nearly scored. Hey, Mark, quick question. If Goldbridge is at striker, who's the manager? Are we dealing with doubles? Plus, you should sign Seb as a United Stand FC player. Yeah, but you can't create a player once you've started the career mode, mate. Akil, you can't do it. Thanks for the super chats tonight, by the way. You can do that through the $sign if you want to. And Aaron says, my only concern if Poch comes in is that he will play 4-2-3-1. After 10 years of this formation, I'm desperate for a manager to get us playing 4-3 through, says Aaron. And Lavia Music, thank you for becoming a member. Is Mahrez on the right-hand side. It's a lovely cross, but Keylor Navas grabs hold of it. And it sticks to his hands. 4-2-3-1, though, I think you just got a nightmare of the way Ollie's used it. It can work. It can definitely work. Shut up and dance. Shut up and dance. Here's a good bass line for you. See if you can get. See if you can get that one. Harder glass. Harder glass. Jacob's got it. Jacob's got it. Jacob's got it. What a song. What a song. Once had a love and it was a gas. Soon time's out. Had a harder glass. Seemed like the real thing only to find much mistrust. Love's gone behind. Lovely, lovely song. Blondie. Classic. Actually, they've done an amazing remix of that song for House of Gucci, which I want to go and see. New film. Don't know whether everyone's going to go and see that. You can watch the new James Bond film now. You can actually rent it. People saying I've got a good voice. I don't know whether I've got a good voice. You know, I am doing a live Christmas party from my kitchen as well. If you've ever seen Going for Goldbridge or Cooking with Goldbridge when I'm in the kitchen, I'm going to do a live from Goldbridge's kitchen Christmas party with Christmas lights and drinks. It's going to be good, and I might dress up in my suit for it as well. The only problem is I can't play any music. That's the problem, because it will get bloody took down. Imagine if you could actually play proper music. That would be great. I could just do singing and stuff. Slow Sports News, anyone? Says Jay. Slow Sports News, 0-0 here. Ollie gonna solve. Slow Sports News. Jim White, yellow tie. Crunchy nut cornflakes. Alaba has scored for Real Madrid. 1-0. Yeah, it's 15 quid to watch James Bond, but I think you can actually buy it, can't you? I would rent it. I wouldn't rent it. I would buy it. Chelsea versus Man United predictions. I'm actually going to do a combined 11 on here on the weekend, so check that out when it happens. Half an hour gone, 0-0. Half an hour gone, 0-0. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, we're trying to get up to 592,000. Bernardo Silva with the cross. It's nearly an OG, but Navas gets on the end of Herrera's deflection. It's unfair, says Nick97, to judge Poch just on PSG and might be a mixture of team and manager, not just manager. But PSG seem to be only individuals and not a well-oiled team like City and Chelsea. What you think, says Nick. I'll tell you what I think, Nick. I think you've nailed the old... You've nailed your old head to your pillow. That's not the saying. You've nailed it. You've nailed it because look at Tuchel at PSG. He had the same problem that Poch has got. This is goal. Oh, is it this side of the post? Gundogan, it came to him. Right on the penalty spot. Through a crowd, he hits the side of the post. Pep's going like this. He's glued his hands to his bald head. He's like this. Gundogan, that was close. But my hands on my head aren't because of the shot. I was doing some gluing. And then I've just put my hands like that. And I can't move them. I'll be doing the team talk like it. But Gundogan went for the bottom corner. Hit the side of the post. United to win the Champions League, says Asa. How are they going to do that? Not with Carrick. Here's Gundogan again. I think Man City have played well considering. Good shot. Keylor Navas makes a good save. Man City should be winning this game. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I think they should be winning it. They've tested Navas way more than Edison's been tested. It's been domination from City. Lost and found. I don't think the result tonight massively makes a difference to Pochettino and Man United. I still think he's got to force the move regardless. People would say, why would he force the move? I just think it's because what we've seen on show tonight. PSG is a bloody horrible job to have because you've got so many egos, and these egos are brought in by a director of football, and you've got to try and get it to work, and it's hard to get a team to work. Bam, 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 bam. Bow, 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 bow. Are you tough enough? Hanging tough. Ba-dum-dum. Hanging tough. Ba-dum-dum. Hanging tough. Ba-dum-dum. Shh. We're rough, rough, rough. Ooh. Hanging tough. Man City again pushing forward here. Alonso is dangerous anyway, says Vandy Candy. Can you sing Fairy Tale of New York? I'll do it on the night. I'll do it on the Christmas party. I'll just get the lyrics on the screen and I'll sing it. Probably still get copyright taken down because I'm such a brilliant singer. Mahrez is probably my man of the match. PSG on the rope, says Senk. What's everyone getting for Christmas? What's everyone want for Christmas? I don't know what I want this year. Last year I wanted a PS5 and I didn't get one. I don't know whether I want to get one of them watches where, you know, a fit watch or something like that. I suppose it doesn't make you fit though. You still got to do something. Carl Walker. Herrera frees it. Oh, Moore wants a clarinet so he can blow it. Rangnick, he'll only come if Director of Football is guaranteed, says Jack. Thank you very much for the super chat there, Jack. Imagine if we get PSG next, it will be Ronaldo versus PSG, says Said. And what are the chances of Poch comes to United? Personally, it's either get him now or Carrick until the end of the season. KMD. I'll swim and get him. I'll get on the runway and get him rather than have Carrick. Opinions on Navas versus Donnarumma. Raiola in the mud, says Archie. Well, apparently Donnarumma's got an injury, hasn't he? I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't start Donnarumma. I mean, I think Donnarumma's arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Nothing against Navas, but I think Donnarumma's fantastic. Oh, someone wants me for Christmas. Imagine that. I had to, you know, I got wrapped up on Christmas Eve and had to wait in a box till Christmas Day morning. I wouldn't be smiling. You might think you want me for Christmas, but I tell you what, I'd be a right miserable get if you wrap me up on Christmas Eve. One 0 to Liverpool. How would you start a karaoke channel when you can't have you can't use the music, can you? PSG are getting dominated, yeah. And I was thinking about that before, you know. Everyone's talking about PSG from whether Poch wants to leave, but maybe PSG want Poch to leave. You know, maybe the players are thinking like that. Here's the cross. Foul on PSG. Mane scored for Liverpool. Too many egos at PSG, not a team, just individuals, says Jack. Yeah, which is what I was trying to allude to before. I think you're right. They are a team of individuals. We're only 100 subscribers away from 592,000, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much for getting involved with the channel. You're all welcome on here. That's football. Everybody's welcome on here. It doesn't matter what team you support. And do loads of watch-alongs and lots of different things. Sometimes there's debates and stuff like that, little videos that you can get involved in. Like this afternoon, I just did a quick 1 minute sort of Goldbridge reacts to this 25-minute half-time. I mean, you know, this is. I'm glad about that. I don't know whether anyone watched the video I uploaded earlier. So basically, the footballing bodies are thinking about bringing in 25-minute half-times so that they can have more adverts. Now, this is where football fans end up being the victim again. No goal for Liverpool. It was offside. Mane's goal been disallowed. So we're watching this Man City PSG game. All right, Man City probably deserve a goal, but it's like, you know, it's making me yawn thinking about it. Would you want to wait 25 minutes for the second half? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not want to wait 25 minutes. So you know what? I put it on the channel this afternoon. Like I say, it's the sort of minute of my thoughts. But please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. My next watch along is going to be Saturday afternoon at 3. I'm going to do Liverpool Southampton and keep an eye on Palace against Villa. I think there'll be a good couple of games, those. Not really interested in Arsenal Newcastle. Will be a straightforward win for Arsenal, that. Mark, what you think about Ollie at Old Trafford taken down? Says Alex G. I don't know. Didn't know it had been taken down. Well, he's not the manager anymore, so it probably should come down. The David Moyes one's not there anymore, is it? Ramos is on the bench, so when's this bloody... Well, I use the word, well, I'll let you lot describe fight. When's this Paul against Fury fight happening? And what time is it happening at? I just don't think it's real. I'm sorry. I do not think it's real. I think, there's so much involved in keeping this bloody pantomime Jake Paul boxing career going. I just don't think it's real. December the 18th, it's on. I'm doing a watch along for Chelsea Man United on Sunday. Yes, it'll be on the United stand. So it's on 18th of December. I take it it's on in the early hours. Well, Jimmy, I think, again, if that was a real fight, then Tommy Fury would knock him out in no time. But because it's not a real fight, there'll be some sort of arrangement that allows them both not to ruin their career, basically, so they can keep making more money. I just don't think it's real. Around 2 a.m. says Philip Keating. I really enjoyed the Tyson Fury Wilder fight. I do want to do more boxing watch-alongs. I think I did it on this channel, didn't I? So it's a shame that there's just not many boxing matches that like that. Boxing matches, boxing fights. Well, PSG just haven't done anything in this game. 42 minutes and they've not really had a good chance. UFC's every week. Yeah, I think with UFC it's too frequent. Like, I've got respect for people who watch a lot of UFC because you've got to follow it, haven't you? I've got time. Football does it for me. Look what I'm doing tonight, Man City PSG. I'm obsessed with football, so football takes up all my time. Do you think Ed Woodward will be waiting outside to pick Poch up after the game, says Anthony Jury? I don't know. I doubt it. He's probably too busy playing Football Manager, trying to find out who could be the interim. No, he'll be playing Football Manager with Michael Carrick as the manager, and he'll have gone through 10 seasons writing it down and say, well, guys, last night I played Football Manager, and I had Michael Carrick as the manager for 10 years, and you know what? In year 8, we won the Carabao Cup. That'll keep them happy. Let's give Carrick a 3-year deal. Don't even know if he talks like that. I don't even know what Edward Wood talks like. Most powerful man at Manchester United. I don't even know how he talks. Could talk like this. My name's Ed Woodward, you know. I'm a right wheeler dealer. I'm shit at my job. I can't believe it. Every day I wake up and I go, I can't believe I'm still in a job because I'm rubbish. Here's over the bar, Mbappe. Half a chance. I'd say half. He should have done a bit better. He's running through. He's hit it first time. Just a bit too much height on it. What should we do for a half-time topic? What should we do for a half-time topic? Mark, you did not read my super chat about a show, says Mish Mashuk. Sorry, you know what you should... Mashuk, why didn't you say you missed my super chat and then put the question in? Because now I can't go back, it will be gone. How much money does the next manager get in the summer? How many players could you see leaving and who would you like to see come in? Well, I want a manager in now, bro, demons, and God knows how much money. Man United will never really spend over 100 million, net. They won't. Mark, I want Pochettino, but don't you think Brendan Rodgers could be as good? He could bring Ndidi with him. Also, thoughts on Phil? Oh yeah, very funny, Tom. You'll never catch me out with that. Thanks for the super chat though. Where can you get my jumper? United Stand Shopify. Got Christmas jumpers on there as well. Just type in United Stand Shopify on your buffer, on your browser, and United Stand Shopify, it will come up with the web page, and you'll see all our jumpers, last dance, everything like that. Bridge, I love your FIFA gameplay, fresh and new, says David. I am loving the new FIFA Career Mode, and I'm actually quite enjoying the fact that it is popular, but it's not massive yet. It's going to become massive. People are going to go back watching episodes 1 and 2 to see how it started. It's going to be like, you know, Game of Thrones, when people didn't get into it until like season 3. Oh, I've got to go back and see season 1. It's going to be on Netflix. It's just an amazing career mode, and we're right at the start of it at the moment. But it's going to. I know. The thing is, I think when you do a FIFA career mode on with Chelsea or Man United, you start with what you've got. With this United Stand FC career mode that we've created, starting in the Championship, it's the journey that's going to make it. And then when we're hitting the big times, I can see it being at least a 5-season career mode. It's going to be good. I'll get the sack now in season 1. Which manager can succeed the best with this board, says Sirham. Nobody. Nobody can. They need a miracle. They need a miracle to survive and do well under this regime. That's the answer. That's the answer. So, I do want to have just a bit... nobody really came up with a good half-time chat. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the fact that it's PSG and Manchester City. I just want to talk a little bit about Pochettino, because I think people would watch that half and go, oh, Pochettino's crap. Let Manchester United get him. And there might be some United fans going, we don't want Pochettino. Because that's what the modern football fan does. I saw this at the weekend. Brendan Rodgers got beat by Chelsea. Oh, I don't want Brendan Rodgers at Man United. He's crap. He just lost to Chelsea. Oh, I don't want Pochettino at United. He's just been played off the park by Pep. But I tell you now, Spurs would, under Pochettino, would not have been played off the park like Man City did their PSG there, because I think for Pochettino, I don't think Pep could get PSG playing that good, because it's very clear to me that PSG are a bunch of individuals, like somebody said. They're not a team, and it's very hard. And I use Ancelotti as an example when it comes to PSG, but you could use Tuchel as well. Very hard team to get working. Look at the way Chelsea play under Tuchel. They're the best team in the world, arguably. They're top of the Premier League and they're Champions League holders. They're the best team in the world, and that's Thomas Tuchel. Couldn't get anywhere near that with PSG. Why? Because PSG have got egos and individuals, and Chelsea have got a team ethic where they respond to the manager and run through brick walls for him. So judging Pochettino on that half is very difficult to do, because he's got the same problem Tuchel had a year ago. Probably more of a problem because he's got more egos than what Tuchel had. A show where you would analyse the last match day squad of the last 4 managers, their biggest losses and all, says Mashuk. Okay, sounds interesting. Mark, got any idea as to why Dortmund have shit the bed, says Reverse Clouds. Sancho? No, it's not that. I mean, all teams go through bad times, and Dortmund have this model of buying players, selling players, but at some point that's not going to work, is it? And I think at the moment they're struggling a little bit. Q says, hoping Zidane could be the manager of Manchester United and he could be using the media to force some stuff in negotiations, like more authority. I mean, look, you never know. You never know. Mark, will you do Paul versus Fury Watchalong? I really enjoyed your Fury versus Wilder one. Amit, if there is demand for me to do a Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury Watchalong, I might do it. I must admit, I do quite like boxing, and it might be a very different sort of Watchalong, because if I see it's acting, I'll call it out. I'll call it out. 4-0 to Leipzig. Wow, says Jordan, and they're still not going to get through. I think they could get. I think Leipzig are not even going to get in the Europa, are they? I don't think they will. I think they can. I think they go level with points on Bruges. They might get 3rd place if Bruges lose their final game, but if Bruges get a draw, they won't, and they lose. So they'll probably get a Europa League, Leipzig, won't they? It doesn't matter, because United won't be in the Europa League, and that's all that matters. We won't be in it. Apparently, we're not getting Poch. Let's have a quick look. Manchester United will appoint an interim as soon as possible from 5-man shortlist featuring Ranić and Aston, then focus on a permanent. Okay. Let's have a look what people are saying about that. Well, if that's true, it's a joke, an absolute joke. We can be in Europa League next year, says Sahum. Yeah, we definitely could. You're right. You're definitely right. Have you ever played cricket? Says YouTube memes and clips. I mean, I have played it. It's one of those sports I can play to a certain level, but when you start playing at a high level, bloody hell, no. The ball moves so quick. You can't bowl fast enough, so you get belted, or you try and bat and they're throwing it at you 100 miles an hour. You can't do anything about it. You just can't. Valverde will only come, not Ten Hag, says Carlos. And I'm sure I was reading something about Poch wants the job now. It's just down to United, says Lee Smith. Yeah, but United have got to go and try and do it, haven't you? If PSG wins, we're avoiding Bayern, Ajax, Madrid and PSG, says Punjabi. And when do you think Ollie will get back into managing, says Matt Jones? I don't really care. I'd like him to get offered the Salford job and take Carrick and McKenna with him. I think that would be great, but I don't know whether we're going to get that lucky. Please subscribe to the channel, by the way. We're trying to get up to 592,000 tonight. We're only about 100 away. And we're very close to getting to 600k as well. So please subscribe, get involved with the channel. That's Footballs for Everybody. Messi's finished, says Dewanch. Look, I just think what I said in the first 20 minutes of the game is true. And I really do think this. There's no chemistry in that team. There's some fantastic players, but as I said, you think about, front threes that have worked in the past. They complement each other. Tevez, Rooney and Ronaldo back in the late noughties, they just complement each other. I don't think Messi, Neymar and Mbappe complement each other at all. I mean, they're all flair players, but they just don't complement each other. They don't. And to me, it almost feels like a surprise if they actually have a good passing move between the three of them. Would you wear an Arsenal jersey on all watch-alongs if it means United will win the Champions League? No, not going to do that, Lil, because only I would know why. Hey, Mark, I think if United going to hire as a manager, Valverde is available and ready to take any club, says Moose. I don't want an interim. I really don't want an interim at Manchester United, because that interim manager will end up getting the full-time job. So, yeah. Apparently, Tony Cruz scored a good goal. That's from Vinicius Jr. I might do the Formula 1 final watch-along if it doesn't clash with football and it actually goes to the final race, which I think it probably will do, won't it? So I wouldn't mind doing that, yeah. Only interim I want is Ralph, says we. Who do you think will be the next Manchester United manager? Because we've not just got Manchester United fans in the chat, we've got fans of other clubs in. I don't really bloody know at the moment. One minute you're feeling positive and the next you're just feeling negative. So I just don't know what's going to happen. Manchester United hierarchy are fully focused on bringing in a temporary manager until the end of the season, and I'm hoping he will oversee the sort of turnaround Benitez and Hiddink provided during interim spells at Chelsea. Fucking hell. So second half's about to come. I mean, how can you say stuff like that? I mean, there's just no way it can be a success unless the interim moves into a director of football role, which won't happen. So I've just put a tweet out there. Sorry, I was just typing. So this is what I think about it. You know, get in the chat if you disagree. I said this interim obsession is an absolute shambles from United. There is no way a success. There is no way a success unless the interim moves to director of football, which won't happen because they won't remove Murta. It's either season over or the interim gets it full time. Shambles, and it is a shambles. Absolute shambles if that happens. No doubt interim is the most likely solution, but remember, okay. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we'll see what tomorrow. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Let's see what tomorrow brings, because you never know. Mark, the Telegraph just reported that the United hierarchy are focused solely on finding an interim. Is that more spin or could it be true, says Oz. But look, they might be, you know, Poch has got to, if Poch wants the United job, it's got to be, it's now or never, give it to me, delicious ice cream from Italy. No, it is now or never, I think, for Poch. This nonsense that United are going to go and get a manager in the summer, it's highly unlikely if you get an interim, because if the interim does well, I think they'll keep the interim. Daichi to be the next manager with a mouthful of gravel, says Mr. Nobody. Hi Mark, would it be possible to have Jim O'Neill from Red Knights on? Perhaps he could reignite interest, says Bengaluru. Mate, I am not getting involved in that. That's not for me to get involved in. I'll support anything that removes the Glazers from the club, but we certainly can't run it. It wouldn't work. The Glazers probably keen on Poch because he didn't sign anyone for 18 months and got a poor Tottenham squad to the Champions League final, says Pip. And I've always wanted to play the bass. I'm going to learn the bass. I'm going to get a bass for Christmas. Learn to play the bass with Goldbridge. Today we're going to learn the chord C, and we're going to play it together. Bow, 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 bow. Would you take Ten Hag if you? Oh God! Shut up, Patrick, and your dirty mind. I'm a guitarist. You can be my bassist, then, says Drawty. Yeah, I'll be crap, mate. I always wanted to be a bass player, because it's easier than being a guitar player. I can play the guitar. I need to record myself playing the guitar, but I'm not very good at it. I can play rhythm, but yeah. Have you seen what? Can you see my finger there? Look, oh, you can. Can you see my finger there? Well, swivel on it. Swivel on it. No, that was not what I was going to say. Look at that finger compared to the other one. Look at it. Swivel on it. No, I've done that joke twice now. No, look at that finger there. It's mad bruised, isn't it? Look at all that around there. And it's going to get worse. Tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. to see how that goes even worse. But look, compared to the other finger, so I'm not being rude, it's really bruised. Do you want to know how it happened? I was putting something in the car, and I rested my hand on the lip of the boot, and the thing I was trying to push in, I slipped and it went bang straight down, and it was a big chair and it landed right on that. Really does hurt. I can just about bend it. Actually, that's got more. Oh, that's getting better. It's not broke. That's getting better. Once had a loaf, then it was a gas. Soon found out had a heart of glass. Who won? The chair broke and Goldbridge's finger won. Anyone having problems with Paramount Plus in America, says Eli. No, because I don't live in America. I don't know what Paramount Plus is. Sam Brown, yep. This mic picks up anything, doesn't it, really? You have to be very, very careful. Players are coming out second half. PSG, it's Poch's last 45 minutes as a PSG coach. It's not his last 45 minutes in Manchester. Come to United and keep your coaching team. Carrick, if you're watching, pack your bags. Get lost. Tell McKenna to get lost as well. You've had your chance. Three and a half years. I haven't forgotten that you were right-hand man to Mourinho and you got him sacked as well. You're not going for the hat-trick. If Carrick stays, he's going for the fucking hat-trick, isn't he? Sacking 3 managers. Would you take Ben as manager from Club Brugge? He's done great things, says Harry. And can you try your best American accent, says Rohit? I'll try it in a minute. Lost and found. So, second half about to kick off here. Let me get the timer ready. Paramount's back, apparently. Lots of people talking about Paramount. Paramount Pictures. I was just trying to think then, I was just thinking about Carrick, you're sacked, and it was making me smile. And you shouldn't smile about people getting the sack. There'll be snowflakes going, oh, Goldbridge is smiling about sacking Carrick. Oh, I feel really sorry for somebody who'll get a job elsewhere and will get a couple of million for being sacked. Gutted. I feel really bad for sacking somebody and giving them a massive payout when they're crap at their job. Oh, I'm so guilty. But no, I was thinking, have I ever been sacked? And I have been sacked a couple of times, but I think the I'm not saying the best one, but the funniest one was I used to work at a golf club, and I used to go to college, and on a Friday afternoon we used to finish at 1 o'clock. So we'd go into Nottingham Town Centre and we'd go to a bar called Liberties where they used to do pound a pint on a Friday afternoon. Pound a pint. That's how long ago it was. It must have been the late 90s. Yeah, it would have been the late 90s. And used to get pound a pint. And I had a shift on the Friday night at the golf club, but we were down the pub. And you know when you've had a few and you get involved? The plan was to have 3 or 4, get the bus, go home, get ready and go to the golf club. But I had 3 or 4. They put Heart of Glass on. I was doing the bass. And people must have been enjoying it because I would, obviously wanted to stay out. So I went and got the old pay phone and I said, I rung up the golf club and I was like, I can't come in to work. And because I'd had a few drinks, I hadn't thought about other than I'd never thought they're going to ask. So I just rang up and I can't come in tonight. And they were like, why? And it sort of caught me on the hop. And instead of thinking, oh, I'm not really well or anything like that, I think the pub music in the background would have not helped with that. I just said, I just don't want to. And they said, well, we need you to come in. And I said, well, I can't. I'm in Nottingham and it'll take me at least an hour to get back. And I've just bought myself another round. So I can't come. And they were like, well, if you don't come, you're fired. And I went, well, I guess I'm fired then. And they went, you can't do that. I said, you've just fired me. Bye. I'm really upset. Mine's a pint. Everyone's got a bit of confidence when they've had a drink. So it was a bonus for me, really, because I didn't really want to do the job anyway. Why would I need to sync it when the timer is below? 2 minutes in. Justin wants Carrick to win, so PSG to win, so Carrick wins. No, that was a golf club, Christopher Clay. I've not been sacked from any job since I was about 17. I'd love barbecue Pringles, Ballon d'Or. Mark, you look too young for 54. It's because I'm not for fucking 54, you cheeky bastard. Yeah, please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Thank you very much. I've had my dinner, Ashton, ages ago. Shepherd's pie. Dortmund are awful, says Andrea. Wonder what Pochettino's thinking. Looks like he's put a bit of weight on in Paris. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. I haven't seen Pochettino for a while. He looks. Maybe it's the coat. Needs to get on the. You know what? You know what Pochettino needs. He needs to get on a training ground and work with a bunch of players that really need some help. Just down the road, Carrington. Good eye, mate. That's not Australian. That's American. That's not Australian. That's Australian. It's not American. Here we go. Here we go. PSG. Nice little rollover. Messi. Good bit of play for once. Here he is. Little cross. Got to be a goal. Mbappe. It is a goal. Mbappe scores for PSG. And it's 1-0. Man City have not started the second half that well. And funnily enough, the three Parisian PSG players actually did combine there. He's put it through the legs of Edison. Oh, look at this. They're doing it. That's a rubbish celebration. Absolutely rubbish. He basically got on his hands and knees and went like that. I felt like going, bloody hell. All that money and you come out with a crap celebration like that. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed, to be honest with that. But it's 1-0. Neymar into Herrera. Whips the cross in. No, Neymar's got nothing to do with it, actually. It's Messi and Neymar. Sorry, Messi and Mbappe. Messi puts the cross in. Deflects. Finds Mbappe. Whacks it through the legs of the keeper. Very good finish. It's 1-0. I was about to send out the search party for Messi, says Blue. Undeserved, says Harry. Well, based on the first half, it's undeserved. But second half, they've come out and done a little bit better, haven't they? Pep don't look very happy. He also hasn't got the depth of play of squad that Poch has got, has he? Moments FC, says Nicola. I did predict PSG to win 3-1. I don't know whether we'll get that many goals in it, but it should open up a little bit now. I have seen Dune, Luca. I did enjoy it. I think I went to watch it last week, actually. Was it last Thursday I went to watch it? I think I went last Thursday, you know. Maybe the Thursday before. PSG are playing much better second half. There's definitely been a tactical switch from PSG because they're getting right high up the pitch. It's like I think Poch has said, like, just go and press them, which is what he sometimes did with Spurs, to be fair. You have to be careful with cinema films, though, don't they? Because they go in and out of the cinema quite quick. I'll tell you what, I wonder who Man City have got at the weekend. I know they got rid of Everton very easily at the weekend. Can I have a shout out from Deitch, please? Says Rudolph the Red. There you go. Ooh, Richie says, love the show, mate. Can't stop saying Scooby-Doo. I think Hag would be good fit for United. Look at what he did with Ajax with no budget, just youth, which is what United is all about, right? Irons. That's from Richie. It's been a good battle between Mendes of PSG at left back and Mahrez at right wing for Manchester City. Very good battle there. That's always something in football you like to see. Two players going up against each other. Mark, are you going to watch the new Spider-Man movie? says Red Harlow. Well, I sort of lost my way with Spider-Man. I liked the first one with Tobey Maguire, and I think I watched the second and third one, but then I've sort of not watched anything since. He was very sinister, Willem Dafoe as the Goblin. Apparently it is 1-0 to Liverpool now. Jesus is coming on for Zinchenko, who I don't know why they played Zinchenko in the midfield. Anyway, drop Bernardo Silva back to the midfield and put Jesus up front. That'll make them better. Apollo says PSG will try and discover Mauricio Pochettino's intention after their Champions League game against Man City. I don't know where that's coming from, but if you could let us know, I can always verify. In between. Hello, Mark. Did Poch celebrate like he just won the bloody Champions League? No, I can't. And used to be against the idea of Poch at United because he doesn't play with width. Now you're twerking for him, says the contrarian. You're right. I didn't used to be massively into Poch because of the lack of width, but when I was talking about that, I think United were in a very different situation. If you remember rightly, 4 weeks ago, I was saying, please get Conte. I never would have gone with Conte. In fact, there's a video from 3 years ago where I'm saying, don't let Conte anywhere near our club. This club is sinking. It's on quicksand. And when that happens, you have to adjust. I would have snapped Conte up a month ago, even though he doesn't really play the way I want to play. So, desperate times mean that you readjust your opinions, mate. But thanks for the super chat, the contrarian. Rodri might be getting a yellow card here. Yeah. And Sergio Ramos. I don't think he's hardly played for PSG, has he? If he's ever played yet. I tell you what, that's a bullet United dodge. Remember when people were saying, let's get Sergio Ramos? I was like, don't get Sergio Ramos. How can you say no to the best centre-back in the world? Because he's about 49 and he gets very injury-prone. He wouldn't have hardly played. Then again, Varane's been injury-prone. Here's Neymar. Slips it to Mbappe. Lovely cross. PSG are looking a lot better this second half. Man City are struggling. What do you think about Reece James and Chelsea? I did a tweet last night, Bartek. I think he's a fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic. I think United will struggle on Sunday. I don't see... very rarely... I mean, look, this is a good thing. This means Man United might win. Because even last night I said it'd be a draw and we won. So I am actually going to probably predict that Chelsea will win that game. Ooh... I'm well into that music at the moment. Perfect Thiago technique, unbelievable. Does the ball touch the ground? Wow. Liverpool much better watch than City generally, says the Ra. Yeah, I know, but this is PSG against Man City. This is this game's bigger than PSG Man City. This is like two teams going against each other that could, this could be a semi-final. This could be a final. Poch has changed it around at half-time, definitely. Having said that, it could have been too late. They should have been 1 or 2-0 down. Lots of love for Thiago and his goal from the chat. Apparently Ben Chilwell's injury, Ben, could be an ACL, I heard. Verratti's very underrated, says Manny. He's massively underrated because he ain't even bloody playing. He's on the bench. If you think he's playing and giving an underrated performance, he's not on the pitch, mate. Are you friends with Danny Aarons? I wouldn't say we're friends. He's in my United stand team. Here we go, 3v3. Messi. Neymar. Messi. Still Messi. Good block, good tackle. Probably a little bit greedy there, Messi. It's opening up the game, though. It's been a much better second half. Good play by Bernardo Silva. Does very well, actually. Does very well, Bernardo Silva. Really good. Took 3 players out. Man City. Good play here. Jesus. Thinks about shooting. Twat. Poch playing Ollie Ball from last season against Pep, says Jack Brown 852. I've just mixed up Danny Aarons and Max Aarons. It's probably the same for both, really. Apart from Danny Aarons is not my right back in United Stand FC. Jesus is overrated. This is a true story. I was playing living room football this afternoon, and it was Man City against Palace in the Christmas Cup, which I always play in the living room every year. Basically, what I do is, around November time, I put all the teams in a hat, I draw them out against each other, and I play it sort of every couple of days until Christmas, and then see who wins the Christmas Cup. Which I bought it a few years ago, and I will stand there and go, yes, they've won it. But it was Man City against Crystal Palace in the living room today, and Palace won. Palace won 3-2. Man City were winning 2-1, but the problem I have with Man City is they just don't have a striker. They just don't have a striker. Jesus don't cut it. Edouard came on and got a couple of goals. Don't act like you've never played living room football and been serious about it. I can't be bothered with people who pretend that oh, what are you on about? That's weird. My first car was a Ford Fiesta. Well, that's not actually true. I did have a car that sat on the drive that I never used. I just used to sit in it because I didn't do my test. Harry Osmond says, do you think Ollie will save his job Sunday? And what would win a fight, a gorilla or a grizzly bear? We've done that one before, Jay. A grizzly bear would beat a gorilla. Unless a gorilla threw a lucky punch. Because I think if a gorilla chinned a grizzly bear, it would knock it out. You think about a grizzly bear. I don't want to see a grizzly bear. You think about a grizzly bear. It's got a chin, quite a small chin. So if you caught it, good save by Navas again from Mahrez. But if a gorilla didn't get a punch in, a grizzly bear's claws. I'd absolutely hate to be in a wood having a nice walk, and then a grizzly bear comes round the corner. Oh, it's not like London. He walks out at Pret. Hello, Goldbridge. I'm going to claw you. But, you're on a nice walk in the woods. You hear a rustling. You think, that could be a rabbit. And then a big bloody grizzly bear comes round the corner. Because the thing is, they're fast as well. But, yeah. If they get hold of you, you're done for. They've got big claws. They're strong. And they've got a big mouth. I'd just say make it quick. Don't torture me. Don't scratch me. Just make it quick. I think Man City will get a goal. Man City don't deserve to lose this game, or they don't deserve to be losing this game. Really. Lovely ball. What a ball. Kyle Walker. It's a goal for Man City. I should be a pundit. I should be a bloody pundit. Within 30 seconds of Goldbridge saying it, Sterling equalises for Man City. It's a lovely goal. Whoever chips the ball over the top to Kyle Walker, he puts it back across. Jesus is crap. Miskicks it. But Mbappe goal has been taken away as Sterling levels it up and Poch don't look very happy. Poch out. Boo! Sack Poch. Come on, Paris fans. Get it trending. Poch out on Twitter. Poch out. Actually, Jesus does a little bit of a back heel, actually. Carl Walker, lovely technique to put the cross in. It's not. Jesus didn't mean it. Sterling nearly missed it. Poch out. Get Poch out. Rubbish. Sack him. Would it be better if PSG lose? I don't actually subscribe to the view that either result matters. If Poch wants the job and he forces himself out, he wants out, doesn't he? I think it makes it easier for PSG to let it happen if they lose, but sack Poch. Come on, City. I never thought I'd be saying those words. I don't actually think it makes any difference. It's a bit like wishing United would lose so they'd sack Ollie. It's 1-1. Yes, we need to put a goal for Man City in the old score chart. Ooh. What's wrong with Bernardo Silva? He's not happy. Speaking in Portuguese or something. I think he is Portuguese. Oh, that was a bit of a dive. Mendes. Oh, it could be a second yellow for Rodri, though. Might be careful here. If they look at that, they won't review it. They won't review it because it's not a possible red card, is it? I think that's how it works. You can't review for a yellow card. I've seen enough. PSG need Ollie, says Mr. Majax. Hi Mark, I got my Ocom Letters Adore Him Christmas jumper today. Looks very nice, says JT69. Thank you very much. If you want to get this jumper, the Last Dance jumper, I say hoodie or jumper, or any of our Christmas jumpers, just go to United Stand Shopify. If you live outside the UK, I think today or tomorrow is the last day you can guaranteed get it for Christmas. So make sure you get your orders in. United Stand Shopify. Poch, get it trending, PSG fans. Please subscribe, by the way, because we've gone past 592. We're very close to 592,500. We're only 150 subscribers away. On the road to 400k. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with That's Football. This community is fantastic. Everybody's welcome on here. So please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Rodri with the insane pass to Walker. We need a proper DM in United, says Slake Hayes. Cheers from one of the biggest United fans in Copenhagen. Come visit us sometime. I want to go to Copenhagen. I was watching a video the other... I like my cooking programmes, and Rick Stein, you might have heard of him. He did like Rick Stein's Big Weekends, and he went to Copenhagen. And it starts off with, "Hey Rick, where are you going this weekend?" And he goes, "Copenhagen." And then he goes to Copenhagen. But it looks nice. I really want to go. I love Finland. I know, I'm joking. I know it's in Denmark. I did do geography at school. Youth of today wouldn't have a bloody clue, you know. I was talking to my oldest a few weeks ago. She didn't have a bloody clue where Bristol was. Like, didn't even know if it was in England. I don't think they really teach people geography anymore. Let me know. But people, the crap. You need enough PSG fans to trend Poch out in the first place, says Summerjet. And are you going to the new Spider-Man movie in December, says Dennis. I don't know. I don't know. It was Rodri with the pass. $600k, road to 600k. Who insisted Mbappe? Messi. They made a substitution here. PSG. I mean, as much as I can't stand Di Maria, it must be it must annoy him not to get game time, which you're never going to get, are you? Cobra Kai's coming out soon, isn't it? When does Cobra Kai come out? Is it after Christmas or before? The Witcher's out soon as well. Chuck a coin to my Witcher. Oh, many of plenty. Oh, many of plenty. Rodri with the shot. Just, well, he's got a good shot on him, but it's, no, it's not. Was it Rodri? Yeah, it was. 31st of December or Christmas Eve. I think The Witcher's out the week before Christmas. What's your favourite item from Boohoo Man, says Jay? Probably my hoodie with the where you can stick your fingers through like that. It's not on these jumpers. You know those jumpers where there's like a hole there and you can sort of do the Dennis Law thing? Yeah. It's over there actually. It's nice. It's padded as well. PSG can't seem to cope without Herrera, says Christian Norton. No, Man City have come back into this game now. I thought for the first 15 minutes of the second half PSG played really well, but obviously Herrera's gone off. He always seems to sub Herrera as well. Don't know whether that's an age thing. I can't believe people would say I don't want Poch because they're losing to Man City. I mean, it's one game. And look at Tuchel at PSG. They looked crap. It's not losing anyway, yeah. It's 1-1. Don't know why I said they're losing. 20 minutes to go. I did watch the Bake Off. Up Giuseppe. I've just ruined it if you didn't. And Chigs. Up Chigs. I have ruined it. I mean, why wait? You know when it's the final of something, why wait? Oh, what a save by Navas again. Lovely. Jesus from that angle. Fantastic shot. 414's reaction, Mark. You're on there, says Illustrious. I haven't looked at it yet. Are you and Ricky doing a watch-along someday, says Marcus. It would be funny. Yeah, it would be funny, actually. You're right. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, says Dean. I prefer Christmas Eve. I prefer the journey rather than the end. It's like going on holiday. I love the flight. I love going on holiday more than I actually enjoy the holiday sometimes. If Ollie were to get a new job and Carrick and McKenna were available, do you think he'd try and hire them? I hope so, Will. Carricky, I've got a Christmas job at Tesco delivering. There's a couple of vans here for you and McKenna. Or you can just drive round with me. Why, aye, man, no. I'm holding out for the interim. That went scouse. Poor old... I loved Carrick as a player. I absolutely loved Carrick as a player, but his interviews are boring. Even as a player, he's just so boring. But a brilliant player, and I thought he was fantastic. I just loved him as a CDM. I thought he was brilliant, but yeah, he was never charismatic as a player, and he's no better now. Liverpool 2-0. Salah. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Oh, God. Just had a wave of cramp. God, I hope that's not the start of something. Catch a coin to my witcher. Oh, many of plenty. Oh, many of plenty. Mark, hope you're ready for Woking versus Solihull Moors. Hope to see you there. Well, I won't be at Woking, Apollo 30X. It's in London. Solihull Moors won last night after a couple of losses. Lost to County and Chesterfield. But back on track with a win. I'd fancy Solihull Moors to get in the playoffs this year. From America, I'm wondering why you always eat beans on toast for lunch. Cheers, says Ian. Don't you get beans in America? Do you have baked beans? I bet it's a very British thing, isn't it? I've always liked baked beans. They're probably not very good for me, but I do like them. Mark, if the Champions League final is between City and Liverpool, who do you want to win it? It's hard. I don't want City to win their first one, and I don't want fucking Liverpool to win another one. So it's probably my nightmare final, really. I can't think of a worse final. Liverpool, Man City. Yeah. That's it's like Italia 90, Germany against Argentina. There was just literally nowhere to turn. I didn't want Argentina to win, and I didn't want Germany to win. It's always nice to have somebody to support, even if they don't. The family's good, Mohammed. Thank you very much. Matthew Crosby says US beans are sweet, not like ours. Oh, it's a great goal. He's missed. Neymar, how's he missed that? It would have been a great goal. He's wiggled his way through. Mark, do you really think we get Poch? Why risk leaving PSG when he got his chance of winning the Champions League? Because he wants to, Banksy. He actually wants to go. Lovely play between Neymar and Di Maria. And to be fair, Edison had closed the angle. He needed to dink that. Shame he's not Goldbridge on FIFA, because I'd have buried this. Limitations of Neymar, you see. If you know, you know. Goldbridge would have buried that. Goldbridge. 75 minutes gone. Slip him in. Slip him in. Why do people ignore the slip in pass? I've seen that from Mbappe in the first half. Jesus there. Slip him in. They've made the slide rule run. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League, by the way, everybody? Get your comments in. It's very difficult because nobody's really played anybody yet, but I do think PSG will be very difficult to beat. Bloody hell. Finds its way to Navas. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, of course. Yeah, I think Bayern Munich are probably the only team from Europe I think can win it. I know English teams are in Europe, but you know what I mean. This game could go either way. Oh, rubbish. Snake. It all comes down to what's the skill gap between English and the rest of Europe again. I still think the Premier League is up here. I mean, it was a Premier League final last year. What's your prediction against Chelsea, Mark? Danny Fletcher. I think Chelsea will win that. I don't fancy... I mean, I'll be stunned if United win it. I mean, look, I don't like saying Chelsea are going to win because I'm a United fan, and also Burnley got a draw at Stamford Bridge. So I'm not saying... It's not impossible for United to get a result, but... Depends who... I mean, Kante's out, isn't he? Kante's out. Is Lukaku back? Chelsea might struggle because of a few injuries, to be fair. But because I think Kovacic has been injured, hasn't he? Play by Gundogan. Here's Mahrez. Nice cross to the back post. Bernardo Silva. That's a lovely goal by Man City. You can't knock it. Lovely goal. It's absolutely fantastic. What a cross by Mahrez. A little tap back by Bernardo Silva. And Jesus for City. Lovely goal. Two-one. Sack Poch. Sack Poch and send him. Don't let him on the plane. Send him round to Ed's house. Yes, Poch, you can stay with me and sign the contract tonight. We would love to have you at Manchester United. Poch looks at it. What is this? Carrick. What is Carrick in this? Yes, Carrick and McKenna is the assistant coach and you're the manager. And I tell you what to do in the transfers. Just sign and you can stay in the spare room. We've got lovely towels. Poch out. Yeah, lovely finish by Jesus. Lovely goal. I'm sorry, Ed. I'm sure you're watching, but I don't know how you talk because you never speak to the fans, so I'm just making up a voice. Chilwell is out with a torn ACL, says Vish. Yeah, I'd heard that might be the case. If that it sounds like it is the case, that's really unfortunate for Chilwell. I mean, these things do happen. You know, it happened to Van Dijk, didn't it? But it's never nice. Even, you know, it's just never nice. Bernardo Silva has been on David Silva settings this season, says the contrarian. I think Bernardo Silva is such a weird player. I watched him in the Euros. He was absolutely crap. But then again, Bruno was. I mean, I think, so much is about the coaching, isn't it? And I think This is why I would give every United player a clean slate when they get a proper coach, because, you know, it works for one and it doesn't work for another. Oh, you know, the players should be doing better. I know the coaching's crap, but they should be doing better. But then you watch Bernardo Silva playing for Portugal. He's absolutely rubbish. And then, you know, you see him for Man City and he's absolutely fantastic. Systems and coaching make a big difference. But yeah, Bernardo Silva was a player that he was... I mean, here's a controversial point for you. Why did City buy Grealish? Bernardo Silva is the best dribbler in the world, Alex G. And let me rephrase this. Why did Man City spend £100 million on Jack Grealish and try to sell Bernardo Silva? I see nothing that Grealish brings to Man City that is better than Bernardo Silva. I don't get it. I like Grealish, and I was intrigued when Man City, you know, when Pep Guardiola wants to spend £100 million for an English player. That's like, wow, you know, I do respect Pep, even though I find his football, I mean, it's brilliant. I just don't necessarily like it. But why would you spend £100 million on Jack Grealish when you've got Bernardo Silva? And actually, why would you not use that £100 million towards Harry Kane first? I mean, I like Grealish. He's a good player, but I don't think he's like better than Bernardo Silva. I don't. Messi turning into a luxury player strolling around, says Lee. He's off. No, it's yellow card. I thought it was a second yellow there. Was that? That was Cancelo. It's not Rodri. I thought it was Rodri. Yeah, it's not a red. It's not a red. You foul Messi and you think you're getting sent off, but no, he's just a little bit late. To be fair, he got the ball as well. Got the ball, man. Controversial, but I think McTominay is rubbish at defending, says Red Baron. No, you're absolutely spot on. People have a pop at McTominay and Fred because of their bad passing. They're absolutely dreadful at picking the ball up as well. Picking the runners up. Who do you want United to get in the round 16, says Kieran. When's the draw for that? That must be like middle of December, Friday. I don't know when the draw is. I would imagine the draw is on the 17th. My powers tell me it's on the 17th. Tell me if I'm right, Kieran McKenna. It's on the 13th, apparently. I think most of the Portuguese side was crap in the Euros because their coach is crap. But this is a good win for City if they can get the win. I don't think Grealish is a money grabber. I think it's a good move for him to go to Man City. You can't refuse that, but I just don't know why Man City did it. But then again, you know, you look at what Pep's done with other players. Maybe you see something in Grealish, you can take him to that next level where he dominates football. Good tweet by me. I know that sounds very arrogant, but it is a good tweet. At Mark Goldbridge. If you're on Twitter. Twitter. Coke or Pepsi, says Matt G. I thought you were going to say Coke or cannabis or something like that. Of which I would have said, I don't know what you're talking about. Coke or Pepsi. You know what? I don't drink fizzy drinks much at all. I like Sneak Energy. use Sneakbridge as the checkout code. I do like the fizzy Sneak drinks because there's no sugar in it, and they don't taste like that. But I like Coke at Christmas, Coca-Cola. I'm not down the pub doing lines. The only lines I'm doing is line dancing. I went married a long time ago. We're gonna do some more line dancing. No, we're not talking about that sort of lines, Goldbridge. We're talking about, talking about Coke. I prefer Pepsi. Get Cotton Eye Joe back on. So yeah, I tend to drink Coke at Christmas. I suppose that's like holidays are coming. But the thing is with Coke, I regret it the next day because I don't drink much of it, and it doesn't really do my stomach any good. I think I used to prefer Pepsi as a kid, to be honest. But I try. Oh, what a lovely ball in! Good defending though. It was a good ball, and it's gone for a corner. Now he's giving a goal kick. He's having a laugh. Sympathy goal kick that was. Club Orange for the win. I haven't had Club Orange in ages, Eamon Kelly. Now then, if you don't know about the Club Orange, this is an Irish thing, this, right? And I'll stop doing the accent now. When I lived in Ireland, they've got this fizzy orange drink called Club Orange, and it's got orange bits in it. It's very nice. They also do red lemonade, which you can't get in the UK because it's got like additives in it that are illegal. But you could. There's a butcher's on Acott's Green Roundabout, and it's an Irish butcher's, and they ship it over and they sell Club Orange, so you can get it. Please buy Casido, says Easy. From where? From who? Sunny Delight. I haven't had on. Oh, Sunny Delight was Do they still sell Sunny Delight? It was like drinking. It was like bloody battery oil. You got that initial hit of, oh, this is a nice sweet drink, and then you got, I can't generate any spit. Jeannie says, I know exactly where you're on about. Family sometimes go there. It's a very good butcher's. I've not been there for a while. I'll have to go and have a butcher's again. But no, it is. Meat from a butcher's is so much better than a supermarket as well. You can really taste the difference. It's not full of water, is it? Supermarkets, especially your chicken breast, they pump it up with water. Mark Goldbridge to Manchester United. Here we go. Edward has scouted Mark's excellent FIFA gameplay. They're convinced 100% he will win the treble. Imagine if I was given the Man United job. Like, no, I know it would never ever happen, but just if it could be run as a sort of Ant and Dec joke, like just imagine that it would destroy people. I mean, some people would be quite happy, rival fans, but certain United fans, it would destroy them. No, protest, no. They'd bloody go mad. They won't protest about the fucking Glazers and Woodward, but no, they do it. They do it then. What age did you have your last Stuart Bates? I can't comment on that. Football and BT Sports on Twitter. Thiago's goal, says Rohil. Let's have a look. Everyone goes to their phones. There we go. It's good. It's not Scholes against Aston Villa, but it's good. I need to see it from behind. That's what she said. Alright, stop hugging. Yeah, stop hugging. Alright, show us the bloody goal, mate. Still hugging. Still hugging. Here we go. Looks like there's technically a bit of an offside there for me. Yeah, it's good technique. Good goal. So, good win for City. Not to mention, Gary Neville would feel if you became the manager, says Arjun. And do you think Man United are getting their cheeks clapped by Chelsea, says Saggy? You know what? Woe is the football fan who starts predicting results before it happens. Like, you know, I very much doubt United will get slammed by Chelsea at the weekend. They might not even lose. But Chelsea do need to win that game, though. You know why Chelsea need to win that game? Because if they want to win the league, you've got to beat Man United at home. Because Man City and Liverpool have already beaten us away. So Chelsea do need... I mean, look, Chelsea need to win the game. That was such a stupid statement. It's not like I think Chelsea are going to go, oh, Man United are coming to town, let's close up shop and take a point. But they will want to win that game. And they will go to win that way. Jim White, outside your house on United job. Yep, this is Graham Bishop. And Camis, thank you very much for joining the members club. PSG can be screwed if they don't top the group. They could get Chelsea, Bayern and Liverpool in the next round. City can't get any of the English clubs, says YUFC. They can also get United. YFC. Mark, teams like City have one brain and 11 bodies executing each decision. It's almost like a machine. What do you think? Yeah. And, you see them bringing on some of these young players as well. I mean, I saw that McT at the weekend. It was like a young Bernardo Silva. It's just, they all play the same way. And you know what? I think City have been very impressive tonight because you look at that PSG team and you look at their bench and it's better than Man City. And that's not because Man City are poor or anything like that. But Man City haven't got Foden, they haven't got Grealish, they haven't got Torres, they haven't got De Bruyne. There's probably other players they haven't got. I think Fernandinho's not fit either. So they're missing a few players and yeah. Here's a good tweet for you. Certain sections... I'm not going to read the person because it's not fair. Certain sections of the United fan base believe Pochettino is the man to lead them to the Premier League. If he can't beat City with this all-star PSG team, how's he going to beat them with that awfully assembled United side? Says IG. I don't think... I've only got one word for people who criticise Poch for how he's doing at PSG. Tuchel, a year ago, like literally, people have got the memories of a goldfish. So Tuchel managing PSG got done twice. Well, he didn't actually. He lost we should have beat them at Old Trafford, but we beat them in Paris. Ollie beat PSG in Paris in a proper football match, and we should have beat them if Martial had finished at the Old Trafford. And that was Tuchel managing PSG. Oh, he's crap. Goes to Chelsea, beats Man City 3 times in a row, including the Champions League final. PSG, I think, is a very difficult job to manage. Sancho could never replace Antonio Valencia, 25, says easy. Poch out, Ollie in, says Robert McMaster. I think the trouble is, who would PSG get in as a manager? Poch might want to come, United might want to get him, but who would PSG get as a manager? I was given a free kick here. And a yellow card to Jesus as well. Yeah, I don't know why Zidane wouldn't want the job. I mean, fucking hell, he lives in France and it's a piece of piss. Good catch by Edison. That should be the end of it. I tell you what, Goldbridge, I will take it. If I tell you what, I normally go to bed at night. I send a message to Wood. I'll say sleep well, Chris, and then I'll turn my phone off. But I think tonight I'll be keeping it on. PSG will be looking for a manager, and Deitch is the man. Voulez-vous, crochet, quoi, ce soir, je voudrais PSG job, por favor, dos pintos. Sean Deitch signing out. I think that was a bit of Spanish at the end. Anyway, it's over. It's over. It's 2-1 to Manchester City, and it's over for PSG, who lose 2-1. Will that lead to anything? I don't know. Is the honest answer. I don't know whether that will lead to anything. I think the next 2 days for Manchester United are going to be very interesting. And I would say stay tuned to, well, we'll be live in the morning at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock with the United stand, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the next few days, next 48 hours to be fair. But just having a quick look on Twitter to see if there's anything updated. Yeah, anyway, look, I've really enjoyed the show tonight. Really enjoyed it. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Our next watch along is going to be Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock and do Liverpool against Southampton. I think that'll be a better game than Arsenal Newcastle, which will be a bit boring. I think Arsenal will win that one. Newcastle is shit. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Smash a like. I'm back on United stand in the morning, and I'll see you all in a bit. Thanks for watching.